welcome to my channel. So today we are here to show you how I make thumbnails in Photoshop. Now, Photoshop is not a free program. Photoshop does require me to pay $10 a month in order to use it. There are free programs out there. A lot of people use GIMP, some people use Fire Alpaca, but I use Photoshop because that's what I pay for. And I apologize if you just heard me smack. I did just smack myself in the face because I'm talking with my hands, because that's how I roll apparently. So when we do make thumbnails, I usually stick to the size of 480 by 270, which isn't very big, but that's okay. So we're gonna click create, and here is a fresh template. So I am just going to show you some basic stuff. Okay. So for the thumbnail I'm gonna make, here is my picture. I am going to, sorry if I'm moving the screen around, I'm trying to so I can see the actual menu bar up here, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to do anything. Okay, so here is the picture. So what I do is we want to go ahead and take this, and what I normally do is I have Topaz Clean 3, which has this feature in it where I can smooth out stuff, and I change accent to 2, and as you can see it sort of makes it less pixelated. I just like how it looks a little better. So I go ahead and I set that, and then I hit Control A, Control C, and then here is my thumbnail thing. Now it is a little big, so obviously the thumbnail is, you want a lot in it. So I usually shrink the image down so that it'll fit nicely in there, and so I will just like position it like that. Now there is a rule that it's not like a real official rule, but it's enough that, you know, it's what I learned in my art classes. Okay, so what you do is you want things to either be like this or like this, because when you read stuff your eyes go top to bottom, and there's like panes of doot. So it's like so you want to think of a grid, so like this, this, and this, and that, and that. So you want your main object to be, you sort of want to make sure to go like this or like that. You don't want everything to be in the middle, that type of thing. You just sort of want to use these frames as sort of a guideline. I don't know how to explain that any more than that, but hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so another thing I do is I do play with the brightness of this, so I will make it a little brighter with a little bit of contrast, and then I also add some vibrance and some saturation, so it looks a little brighter and it pops out, which looks different than the original. So as you can see, it just has a little bit more boom to it. Okay, so then for text, let's say we want to just say, we'll use this one, and let's say we'll say American, or no, let's do quarter horse update. Okay, so then I usually center the text, and then you put that there. I don't know if I like that font. Let's try, this is what font I normally use. So this is my normal font. And if you wanted to, I wouldn't use blue, but you can use, I usually use white. And then I usually drop shadow it. So if you go drop shadow, and then I usually do that for a 2. And then what you can do is, if you want to put more time into it, you can make it so like how that says quarter horse. You can change that to a different size, and then put another line of text in, say update. Let's say you want to make that one a little bigger. And then drag that out. And to do that, I did Control T, and that puts a transform line on it. And then we're going to add a drop shadow. And then for a quarter horse, say you want to stretch that out so that they're on top of that. Sort of like that. So you could have it like that. And let's say you want to make it so that it stands out a little more. You could do like a circle behind it or something. Do like that if you want to. And then let's say we make the color purple. Then go here and then click the fill button, and then you can, if you want to change how that looks, like if you want to, wait, make sure that's not selected. You can stretch that out, flatten that a bit, so that it stands out a bit if you wanted to. Like, look, boom. And and this is how basically all I do for my my thumbnails. You can then like play with this if you want to, even if you don't have it behind, you know, it still looks nice, but basically you want it to stand out. So with thumbnails, so when you open up YouTube and you search something, there's going to be a bunch of different thumbnails available, and like for different people's videos. So you want to take a look at what draws your eyes in. If your favorite YouTuber is, I don't know, is like I Has Cupcake or LD Shadow Lady, or I don't know, Delicacy, or, you know, some sort of YouTuber, huge YouTuber, definitely take a look at how they do their thumbnails. Take a study of the colors they use, the layouts they use, the way they word things, and it'll give you an idea of what kind of thumbnail you should aim for. Of course, always stick to your own style. You want to, now normally what I do is I save my thumbnail template so that it doesn't so basically all my thumbnails look the same so that I don't have to keep recreating it over and over and over. So I would save this as like star stable thumbnail, and then all I would have to do is switch out the background. For example, I'll show you one sec. Okay, so let's say I want to change it out, and then I want to change it to a video about soul writing. So I went ahead and did my topaz thing to make it smooth, and then I close that tab group, and then I just go click on layer 1 that has this quarter horse image, Control V, and the new image goes over top of that. And then, like, I could have it like that, but that seems a little big. So we're just going to make it a little smaller. Hit that, and then, you know, we'll be like, soul writing actions. And of course, we want to make it fit, so then click this little arrow up here. Click Control T, and then sort of shrink that in, and then going to Sort of stretch that out a bit. I don't want it to be too stretched. So I'm just gonna center that there. And there we go. And that is how you do, see, so they sort of look the same then after that. The same theme, and then eventually your thumbnails, it'll look more organized and people will start recognizing your theme. And if you want to add your purple thing in the background, you still can do that, or you can leave it blank, whichever. But that is how I do my thumbnails. So hopefully that sort of leads you to coming up with your own type of ideas down the line. I know this was really quick, but thumbnails really aren't super complicated if you don't want them to be. And I can try coming up with a GIMP tutorial. I haven't used GIMP in a long time, so but I could definitely try it if you guys are interested in seeing how to create a thumbnail on GIMP. But this is how I create my thumbnails in Photoshop. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see the future, if you want to see the future, subscribe to me. But if you want to see, I won't be able to tell you the future. But if you want to see the future videos of me doing a tutorial on how I edit my videos, and I'm going to do a Filmora Wondershare Filmora 9 as well as a Sony Vegas Pro 17, since both of those are requested. And then, you know, if I do a GIMP tutorial, that'll be down the line too. So keep an eye out for that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hit a like down below if you found this helpful, and leave a comment. I love reading them. And yeah, I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye!